Hello, Gemini ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay? So, what I like to do, Geminis, is to engage you in a romantic discussion. Okay? And in this reading, I like to focus solely on the X here because I know that this person has been, kind of trying to reach out and touch you. Okay? Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading, as with any other reading, simply will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the valuable information that you're seeking. Okay? And with that said, if it does resonate, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit. And be sure to press that subscription button. Okay? So, with that said, I've decided today to use my zombie tarot deck in order to provide you, Gemini, with the necessary insight and ammunition for surviving the undead uprising. Okay? Now, with this reading, what I like to do is to share with you what I'm seeing as your situation. Okay? And then I'm going to offer you helpful information to consider or actions, ladies and gentlemen, that you might consider undertaking to change your situation should you wish to, or to make it a bit more effective here. Okay? So, with that said, I'm going to go on and just shuffle up here. Let's get the cards out here. I'm not going to pull too many cards here because I feel that it's really not necessary for me anyway. Okay? So, let's go on and just take out the cards here. And I'm going to start off by sharing you what I'm seeing as the overarching energy pervading your reading. Okay. And then I'm going to go dive very deeply into your situation and just to share with you the conflicts or challenges that might be associated with your situation. And ladies and gentlemen, this reading is valid until the end of this year. Okay. Now, Geminis, remember, I do have a Gemini channel that's solely for you, and the readings are quite extensive on that channel. So you will find that I will not be posting as many Gemini readings on this channel. Okay, so you might want to just scoot over to my new channel and subscribe so that you could receive those readings. Okay, so enough said. I'm going to go on and just shuffle up. Okay, and I'm just going to ask Spirit, what is the overarching energy pervading your reading here? And I'm just going to select 3 cards from the bottom of the deck here just to see what's the overarching energy that's kind of coming in, or what you really need to kind of focus on despite what might be happening here, because again, there may be things that you guys may not be aware of happening in your situation. So I'm getting a strong indication, even without pulling cards, that a lot of you are being a bit unrealistic and delusional. And I think you're kind of stuck with this X in a sense that because it's not really, it seems to be more of lust I'm getting here. Okay? And lust, ladies and gentlemen, it sure ain't going to get you nowhere. So, Spirit, let's go on and just ask Spirit here. Well, first we're going to ask our basic question here. And the basic issue is Gemini relationship with the X, or lack thereof. Okay? What does Gemini Spirit need to learn about the circumstances of this connection, and what does Gemini need to know should he or she wishes to enhance the situation? So let's go on and just select some cards from the bottom of the deck here. Okay, I'm just going to get 3. We have the Knight of Cups. Oh, I'm saying oh here because we have the Moon here. Okay, and then next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Temperance. Okay, I just want to make sure that you guys are looking at the symbolism here, because these are cards tend to be quite hideous, if you will, here. So let's just go on and just dive deeper here, and I'm just going to just make a few general analysis, ladies and gentlemen, as to what I feel Spirit is trying to tell me with what's going on with your cards here. Okay, so we have, let's start off with, just look at the cards here. I'm just going to pull them all together here. We have that Knight of Cups here. So, of course, that's a Casanova, that's a player. And for many of you, this X more than likely is younger, I'm kind of getting. Okay? And then when you have the Moon here, that card is all about identifying with illusions or just being unrealistic or simply just, really trusting your intuition as it relates to your situation. And then we have Temperance. And of course, Temperance, ladies and gentlemen, is all about what? Patience. Okay, so let's dig a bit deeper here. All right. Recognize that this Knight here can be here one day and gone the next. So this is your ex here, all right? And this person is not the marrying type here. Although they may try to smooth talk you into believing so, but you seem to be the provider. I'm getting Gemini here. Okay, and that's why this person wants to be with you. You're stable. Okay, but this card tends to bring about all sorts of invitations and stuff. So you guys may have already received a phone call from this ex I'm getting, or you may have bumped into this person. Some way you kind of saw this somehow. This person may have gotten in touch with you, and some of you might you may not have answered the person, but I feel that a lot of you did. And you may have even planned to do something with this ex here, like to travel or go to a party. Because many of you, you really felt that this person was Mr. Right or Miss Right. Because this card is all about a seducer coming towards you, a rival, It's all about some type of a love message or proposition that's coming towards you again. Okay? Even for some of you, even if you've been married to this person or if you once lived with this person might kind of smooth talk you into believing or allowing him or her to move back in with you. I'm kind of seeing too here. So this card is really kind of signaling to you, Gemini, that you need to be true to your own emotion, to thine own self be true here. And then let's just scoot on over to this Moon card here. All right. Now, with this Moon card, this represents a water sign here. So it's a lot of water energy. So it doesn't mean that the person has to be that sign, but you rest assured they do have those type of sensitive type qualities, but they may hide them and shield them from you. I'm getting. But with the Moon card, it usually represents a Pisces. And this card is all about projecting fears that sometimes aren't true. You being your own worst enemy. Or just these delusions might in fact impede success in some way. But because we're looking at this from a more romantic vantage point, it shows deception, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, uncertainty. It shows that a lot of trickery is at play here. And again, look who's doing it. This X. Okay? And then you have temperance, ladies and gentlemen. Now, temperance represents a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Usually this is more geared towards Sagittarius, but I just make it all inclusive. So, temperance shows that your situation, because temperance is all about balancing things. So it looks like that if you were to return to this X, it's unbalanced, or it seems it's more of a narcissistic type thing here. Is too one-sided. I'm getting, and maybe some of you just need to change the way of communicating with this person to let them know, you know, nothing in life is free. It's hard out here, you know. Stop doing everything yourself, Gemini. You need to be provided for as well. And this card is also about maintaining self-control, ladies and gentlemen. So this person want to really connect with you, but he or she will not keep his or her promises, and this is going to make you very upset here. Okay, they didn't make them in the begin with, so what makes you think they're going to do it now here? I feel that temperance is really signaling to you guys here that you might want to just take a chill pill, okay? And I feel that while this X personality is quite alluring, I feel he or she really doesn't express and knows how to express his or her feelings here. And perhaps you've treated this person in a way that he or she has never been treated before here. This person comes from pain, so unfortunately the person took advantage of you, but it still doesn't make you shouldn't feel self pity for this person. That's because the person is grown. They got to learn their own experiences, and you have to allow them to do so. Okay? I just feel that this person is not as expressive as you would want him or her to be. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to go on and just pull two more cards here to represent your situation and the challenge associated with that situation. Again, we're just seeing here, what factors might be involved should you wish to reconcile. Rest assured, this ex is going to try to do any and everything he or she can possibly to woo you. But do you think that he or she has changed? Hell no. Like my mom used to always say, wish in one hand and shit in the other one. And this is the title that I'm going to give this reading. Rest assured now, I am very experienced. So that's why I ask that all of you go over to my other channel because I'm going to help you as best that I can, Gemini. But let's go on and flip these two cards up. Wow, you have the Two of Cups for this situation here. So, like I said, it kind of further underscore, emphasizes what I've already said here. And then you have here, what is this card? Oh, I'm sorry, my thumb. You have the Eight of Cups there. All right. So, with the Two of Cups, ladies and gentlemen, Venus is in fact in Cancer. So, again, you see all of this water energy. And with the Eight of Cups, Saturn is in Pisces here. So, having the Two of Cups here, ladies and gentlemen, particularly as your situation, it urges you to, because I'm kind of giving you some practical suggestions on what needs to happen and if you want to improve the situation. Is, you know, I just feel that it's just this year in its entirety, it wouldn't be to your best interest to return to this person. But with this card is it's saying that it's really urging you to seek harmony or compromise as you reconcile your own needs, ladies and gentlemen, your own feelings. It's time that you live in the moment. I can't stress that any further here. And then you have the Eight of Cups here. Okay? Now, the Eight of Cups again also represents a water sign, but Saturn governs this card, and having this card as a challenge. Many of you really have made or will make the decision to let this hurtful situation go for good. You put in tremendous energy and you just can't expend any more for some of you. Okay? I feel that most of you high vibes, you're not going back to the situation. For those of you younger, you will because you're hard headed. Now I told you. Or to try to make some effort to reconcile in some way. This is your life, Gemini, so you really have to do what's best for you. No one can tell you what's best. But rest assured, if you go back, it's going to be an on again, off again situation. You're holding yourself up. Many of you on here are very, very intelligent, and you should put your mind and your focus on something a bit more mental, than to keep focusing on low life people that really they aren't worth you, you know? But let's continue here. You simply just need to be realistic. That's really the key factor here. If you don't want to decide now, back off from the situation to consider what you really want, Gemini, and try to establish more appropriate boundaries so that if you do go back, this shit won't happen again. All right? Just keeping it real. Again, I have to stress, I feel that many of you are vacillating. Basically the essence of what I've been saying to you guys a bit too much and refusing to let go. That's a challenge. Fearing the unknown, that's also a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, and accepting a romantic situation that now you know you're wrong, contrary to your true beliefs. Or just simply thinking the grass is just simply green on the other side. Well, guess what? Think again, not with this situation. You gotta listen. Now, that completes this reading here. So It seems that Gemini, many of you are really making effort to really transform things that have been transpiring in your life. And to continue on in that vein, Gemini, I'd like to just go on and take out another deck here and just give you six more closing messages on things that you might consider letting go. The important things here, particularly during this time span in question. Again, this is valid into the end of this year. Gemini, keep in mind if this reading is resonating, give it a big thumbs up, share with others whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So let's go on and get on with these six messages, Spirit. What are the six most important messages Gemini needs to hear? Things that need to surrender, and surrender immediately. All right, let's see what we have. Gemini, it's time that you surrender to what is. Shit happens and you die. That's all about realism and naturalism. Okay, well, naturalism more so. But it is what it is. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, you just simply have to compassionately accept it exactly as it is. And hence, peace will be restored once you start doing that. It's time that many of you really need to surrender frustration. That's very important. Understand that frustration, Geminis, does not open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or even dissolving a block is to really take a breather, take a chill pill, center yourself and regroup so that you may approach the situation a bit more calmly, maturely. Next message. It's time that you surrender to creativity. As I've indicated, many of you are very intelligent. You're very creative. Take your damn focus off of this X and get into something that would profit you. All right? It's time that you let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas and how to pursue a dream or even to solve this knotty problem that you've been having with this X. It's time, Gemini, as indicated. Many of you have been vacillating quite a bit. Surrender procrastination. Okay? Now's the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Again, keeping your focus towards the things that you would like to do. Stop worrying about other people. Focus on your needs. Taking action will certainly attract the success that many of you are seeking.